Hi, welcome. I'm Trish. Today I'm going to take a look at Thomas Kingston, who passed away on the 25th of February this year. I've been asked to do a little reading into this one. He is connected to the royal family. He is married to Lady Gabriella. I believe they got married in 2019. He is also the ex of Pippa Middleton, and they were together in maybe 2010, somewhere around in that area, so very many years ago. Now, so they are related to the royals. I believe it's second cousin of William. Lady Gabriella is second cousin to William, so not 100% certain there of exactly how that fits in, but I know he married into the royals and he was with Pippa Middleton, so he's very entwined in the royal family. So we're just going to take a look at his cards. We're just going to have a look here if there's anything. Okay, first of all, I'm going to try my predictive cards and see if I can read them. Okay. Thomas Kingston. Welcome back. Okay, we've got some really interesting cards here. Okay, first of all, we're doing a bit of an energy read in the middle here to see kind of what was going on around him. Okay, on one hand he's got here feeling left out of something, but then on another hand he's feeling trapped. So feeling trapped in a situation that he's on the outside of. Reviewing the past, so it couldn't be related to something that's happened previously to that. Okay. Now, if I'm just tapping into his energy here, okay, we've got the meditation card, and that's like trying to get centered, trying to get your head around something. The new beginnings card can be announcement, like an announcement coming out, or some kind of announcement or some kind of information. Protecting yourself. So the egg can also be protection. So trying to protect himself from some kind of information from the past, because we've got the review card, which is about the past experience or something that happened in the past. Trying to get centered around that. Okay, it's a feeling of maybe something that happened, either being left out of something. Okay, they're really quite strange cards, actually. The sense that I'm feeling here is either feeling left out or feeling trapped. So feeling trapped in a situation, trapped by something that he's on the outside of. So he doesn't feel to be on the inside, because we've got the card here of the Five of Cups. He's on the outside. He's not on the inside. So it says he's on the outside, not the inside. But he feels trapped by something. Now here we've got be productive and getting the work done. So wanting to get on with it, wanting to move through it. Strange. It's a productive energy. Okay, so it is saying protecting yourself from past information, something around the past, trying to get yourself centered around that. But it's saying it's something that you're on the outside of, which kind of maybe feels royal, like a royal situation, because he's on the outside, but you're feeling trapped in the situation in some way, like you're wanting to break free from it. That's the only card that indicates. None of these cards here, by the way, indicate self-harm. Police do say there's no foul play. They haven't actually said those words, not that I've seen, but they're indicating it's not suspicious at all. This is the only card that says he's trapped in something. He feels like he's trapped in something and he's trying to find a way out of it. He wants to break through something, but it's something that he's on the outside of because it's sitting right next to the Five of Cups. Okay, now here's where the cards get interesting. There's information or a message. So he's got, and again, the card here with the trumpet says it's about information coming out, or when trumpet means information going out. But then above it, it's got information or a message. So that's indicating that there's either some kind of information that was going to be released, or he had some kind of information, or he was concerned about some announcement that was about to be made. There was some kind of issue around an announcement that was going to be made. Now, next to that, we've got sitting there the battle or the warship. Now, I don't know if he's military background. I don't know what his background is. Is it related to somebody with a military background? Because there's a message or information coming out around somebody related to other battles. It could even be battles. It could just straight up be saying that there was a battle going on with somebody, and there was information coming out about that, or he found out some kind of information, or he had some information. He seemed to be concerned about information because he's worried the trumpet's saying information going out, but putting the egg around yourself is wanting to protect yourself. Here it's about reviewing something that happened in the past, and up here it's saying it's too late. It was too late. The damage had already been done. This was the aftermath of something that had happened, which is why it's bringing me back to the past here. This is something reviewing the past, something that happened in the past. Damage had already been done. It was related to information coming out around that, and that's what he was protecting himself from. He felt trapped by this information, where he didn't have many options because he feels like he wanted to break free. He was feeling trapped in some way. Okay, down the bottom here we've got the Hierophant, heavy burdens carried, domestic violence or abuse, the Emperor, a deal organised, an accomplice or had help. Okay, I feel like we're not talking about the actual act of what happened here, but I'm feeling like this is what he was feeling trapped about. There's a situation that he felt he didn't have many options. He felt trapped. Maybe he knew something. Maybe he was worried about some kind of information that was going to come out, but he was in a position where he felt trapped, perhaps didn't have many options here. Sorry, that was pretty random. Something is going on with my eye. Yeah, it's going funny, and then it was like I had mascara all over my face like I'd been crying, so I don't know if that's connected somehow, but it's very weird. So now my eye is weird looking because I've just had something where something went funny with my eye, and then it was like I was crying. I wasn't crying, but it was like there was mascara running all over my face. So I don't know if that's somehow related to this reading. I don't know. I'm not sure where to place that. Okay, but I'm feeling like there's definitely burdens here to carry. He carried heavy burdens. So carrying heavy burdens was either something that he was carrying that was weighing heavy on his heart, or something that he just couldn't deal with the burdens anymore, couldn't deal with, he was feeling trapped by the burdens in some way, whether that meant his life in general, that it was burdens. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling, I'm not sure if that's true, but I'm feeling like there's some kind of burdens playing out here. There's feelings of burdens that it was weighing heavy on his heart here. Related to authority, which is the Hierophant, also related to the Emperor. So again, the royal duties, royal family. So we've got something going on around the royal family. There was some kind of deal or organised something. Perhaps it was a deal or something he was assisting with, because we've got accomplice had help around a deal. So maybe he was assisting with something. Maybe he was helping with something. And that put him in a position of carrying some heavy burdens, or maybe he had to carry some heavy burdens around here. But it's very interesting. The cards are quite interesting. The only card here I feel would be there's no self-harm. I do have self-harm in this deck, but it hasn't come out at all. not saying that it didn't happen that way. This card here is feeling trapped, like you have no other options. Your only options, and is fearful of a message or something being known here. But it was saying it was related to something that had already happened, damage done in the past. It's too late now to, and it's related to some kind of battle. So the battle playing out around that, and it's related to the past because this is the past card. Down here, it's about a deal that was or something that was organised. As an accomplice or helping in some way around some organised deal, but it was related to royals because this is the royal card, it's the emperor, so related to the royals, whether that means prince, the king, or whether that's, you know, his Lady Gabriella, or whether that's the royals, Prince William and Princess Catherine, but it's somehow related to the royals here. Something, a deal organised, something where he had to help or he was assisting in some kind of situation. Here I'm seeing the domestic violence card here, so I don't know, maybe there was some kind of a violence or abuse that was playing out around him somewhere. Maybe he knew of some kind of violence or abuse. It's just really weird and random that the abuse or domestic violence card would even come out. But he was hanging on to burdens. He was carrying burdens that was weighing heavy on his heart. And here it's also the Hierophant card. So really interesting. I don't really get into the royals. I don't know a great deal around them, but I just know that right now there's so much going on around them. And these are really, really bizarre cards for somebody. Like, this is played out. They're saying no foul play. This is, they haven't said self-harm, but they've said not suspicious at all. But I'm not seeing somebody depressed. I'm seeing somebody that was worried about something coming out or a message coming out, felt trapped, didn't have many options to get out of this, but they were on the outside of it. So, and down here we've got royal, we've got authority, we've got a heavy burden weighing on the heart, we've got abuse or domestic violence, and over here we've got some kind of deal organised or something he was helping with, or in some way helping with something. I'm trying to read these in other ways if I can. I am again seeing, I'm just going to skim over them because I want to see if there's another way I should be reading these. Battles. But it's too late to come back from those battles. The damage had already been done. Information or message could be some kind of note left behind or some kind of message left behind. An announcement or a message from the past that he was trying to get right or get centered about in his head. He felt very trapped by it, but he was also on the outside of it. It was like, this is the Five of Cups, so he's on the outside, left out in the cold, like feeling left out. And again, being productive, getting the work done. Not quite sure what that means. Might pull a card on that one there. Okay, so the validation card for that one there is take action. So it says being productive, getting the work done, taking action. So he had to take some kind of action here around this situation. I don't know, it's the bottom line that seems really suspicious to me, that's all. I just feel I'm not seeing depression, I'm seeing worried about something from the past, carrying a heavy burden, feeling trapped by it. I'm not feeling depression. There could have been some kind of battles, something that had already happened, damage was already done, worried about the repercussions or the information getting out or the announcement being made, or something he knew about the announcement that related down here to the royals. Yeah, I don't know how else to read that. So it just seems, I know they're saying there's no foul play here, which maybe there's not, but then it would have to be something so big that he was feeling trapped, that he had no other option to get out of this. What did he know? What did he... Yeah, but he was on the outside of it, not on the inside of it. He was carrying a heavy burden. Okay, so carrying heavy burden around the royal life, I guess, living the royal life. It was quite a heavy burden to carry. I don't know why domestic violence or abuse is coming up in there, but maybe that was something that he was holding on to, and he was worried about something around that being released. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm Trish.